Browsing through YouTube a few months ago, I came across these Iceberg Explained videos. I watched some of them and thought to myself, would it be fun to make my own Iceberg Explained video on a certain subject that I like? That is why I choose typical colors too. I never had the time, even now, but I managed to make one with the help from the official community of the game on Discord. Credits mostly to them when I was looking for feedbacks. Thank you so much. In the end, personally, it looks fine. As always, it could be better by maybe adding more tiers. But for now, this is what I have to explain. Without further delays, I present to you my very own typical colors to iceberg video.
Alert! The center control point is being contested.
ROLVe, the original group that created typical colors 2 on December 3, 2015. However, as of recently, January 11, 2024, the game is now owned by Downy Press, who were developers for ROLVe that work on the game extensively, but now under a new group name. TC2 is TF2. This entry is about how Typical Colors 2 is based off Team Fortress 2 by Valve. Some people think that Typical Colors 2 is off-brand or even a sequel to Arsenal, but that is proven false. Same models may be seen, be it from characters or guns, but that is only due to the two games sharing one development team. Though, with the change from ROLVe to Downy Press, the similarities are only similarities, for there is so much more. Playable classes. There are 9 playable classes in the game, which again, inspired from Team Fortress 2. There's Flanker, Trooper, Annihilator, Brute, Mechanic, Arsonist, Doctor, Marksman, and Agent, with their own playstyles as well as personalities. Seasonal events. Typical Colors 2 has its annual holiday updates, example being the Christmas update called Fitmas during Decembers, or the Halloween update called Typical Horrors during Novembers. Both events feature new team-based content, be it limited cosmetics on the shop, or the team recreation of a map. Different maps. Typical Colors 2 has 110 documented maps, as according to the official fandom. Throughout the game, you are given a choice to vote a map, and each map has its corresponding game mode. The maps may vary in size, as well as some of them being exactly remodeled on ROBLOX, again inspired from Team Fortress 2. Fit-In Co. Store. It is the official shop of the game where you can buy weapons, cosmetics, crates, and tools using funds you earn in the game. You can access it by pressing N on the keyboard. There is a daily shop and categories for each playable class. Green, Red. This entry is about the two teams in the game. Green, an acronym standing for Gerhard and Redison, being the offensive team, while Red, an acronym about Reginald Earthly Discoveries, being the defensive team. Game modes. There are various game modes in the game whenever you play. For example, you can play Payload, King of the Hill, or Capture the Flag, and them being the most common. There are game modes you can play in the menu as well, which are absent from the classic mode. Glitches and bugs. Typical Chorus 2 has several glitches and bugs throughout gameplay years, and they are mostly fixed. Most of them were not documented, and that may be considered as lost media. However, there are those that can be found from the time on YouTube, and I myself experienced some. Notable mentions would be how arsonists could not use any of flamethrower when graphics quality is low, or the player being out of bounds of the map, or mechanic not able to build anything. Man vs. Machine, an April Fool's update during April 1, 2022 about Team Fortress 2's game mode, Man vs. Machine, existing in the game. The community have been wanting the game mode to be integrated in the game. However, it was only taken as a joke by the development team, ROLVe, at the time. What should have been a wave-style gameplay became a boss fight against ROLVe, upon which the players need to defeat him. Community servers. As the name stated, these are servers made by the community. Only players with a VIP Game Pass can create community servers, which grant them an admin power in the game, like toggling team limit or choosing a map. These servers can be found in the server list. Miss Charlie and the Administrator. This entry is about the side characters, which are the Contractor, Miss Charlie, and her boss, the Administrator. The Administrator is the announcer in game, which is the voice whenever you play the game, and he is voiced by Benjamin Moose. He is inspired from Team Fortress 2 Administrator. As for Miss Charlie, she is the contractor, which means she gives you various contracts or missions for the players to complete for rewards. She is inspired from Team Fortress 2 Miss Pauling.
Victory! You failed! You failed, stalemate!
Attention! Let's go, man! Sorry, I've always wanted to try saying that. You know the drill, Trooper. Show him how it's done. Hi, Flanker. It's Charlie. I've got a contract that requires you to be quiet as possible. Do you see where I'm going with this? No? Well, either way, you got a job to do. Get on with it, alright?
Swishcast Podcast. Typical Chorus 2 was featured in a podcast. It was a promotional event between Typical Chorus 2 and the YouTube channel Man Magazine that happened not too long ago, February 16, 2024. The developer's Executive Crab and Midnight Crystal appeared as guests in the live episode of the podcast, effectively promoting the game to everyone. There was a limited cosmetic called Neek, with the redeeming code being Swish the Neek. However, it has now expired during February 26, 2024. Developer-owned exclusives. This entry is about how Typical Chorus 2 has various developer-owned exclusive content, be it items, cosmetics, and most intriguing being the Team Fortress 2 texture pack, simply called Team Fortress, which reimagine the 9 classes to their original inspiration counterpart, examples being Flanker to Scout, Agent to Spy, so long and so forth. It is given to contributors as well, not necessary for developers only. Example being someone who votes a character in the game. Scrub classes. There were scrub classes from what should have been 9 in game, and these were 2, which is the civilian / VIP from a removed game mode called Assassination, and mercenary from another removed game mode called Randomizer Deathmatch. Assassination game mode was about escorting the civilian or VIP at the end of the map, similar to Payload, but with differences, like the payload can walk, die, attack, and kill. Randomizer Deathmatch is what you expect. However, the mercenary has his own mechanics. He has randomly assigned health. The more his health is, the slower he is. The less his health is, the faster he is. Remove maps. There are multiple remove maps in the game. Some were updated, some were outdated, and thus the reason of them being removed. There are also the category of a retired map, which is most common with seasonal maps, not active until the event period starts. Although, there are some maps that is considered as retired, but they still exist in the community servers. Typical colors prehaul. This entry is about the very early versions of the game, dating from 2015 to 2017. While we know the game now as Typical Colors 2, before it had no number 2, and of how early it was, I could compare it to Team Fortress Classic. This development phase of the game is what the community believe to be the turning point, shaping what the game is now today. Typical Colors 2 Lore. The lore of the game is not explicitly told, unlike the original counterpart, Team Fortress 2, but there are context clues to suggest a lore of some kind, along with a Reddit post or two. The lore is about two companies, between Gerhard and Redescence, World National Reservation, and Reginald's earthly discoveries. Green support environmental agenda, while red does not, as indicated with their logos, a red ruby symbolizing red, and a globe symbol symbolizing green. The 9 classes themselves have lore as well, Arsonist being a robot, and Mechanic being from college, as well as Agent and Annihilator having some feud between who's the better swordsman. Take a listen to their voice lines indicating the lore.
Perhaps you should go back to college. Seems I'm the better swordsman. How useless. You couldn't even do your job right.
Here's one for you.
You just got dominated.
I suck at this game. Please kill me some more.
You're a joke!
Typical Colors 2 Lost Media. I suspect this to be very much possible. The game itself existed for nearly 10 years now, and along with it are many outdated, updated, removed, scrapped, and whatever form of content. Beyond more than what I had said, there's so much more, especially the amount of lost footage with the development stage of the game, the obscure concept art in-game, and the mini items and cosmetics you could equip. All of them are lost or undocumented. Rare voice lines. Typical Colors 2 has itself several voice lines in-game, from voice actors and voice actresses voicing the characters. These voice lines are accessible in the voice menu by pressing Z, X, and C, displaying these voice commands. Though, there are voice lines that is considered rare, since they have only the smallest percent to be heard. And there is as much as 1 hour duration of voice lines alone. Take a listen.
You know what? I really couldn't have done without you, and I really appreciate you a lot. Just thought I'd let you know that. Gotta get going.
Let's go, bananas!
Choji Incident. Not to be confused with the April Fool's Man vs. Machine update about fighting Choji, but this entry is about a very specific event in a way that is complicated and secretive. While the Man vs. Machine was a joke within the game mode itself, fighting on a base plate that is pre-made, Choji Incident is intentionally made to be a summon, doing a secret code of some kind, not pre-made. Choji Incident predates Man vs. Machine for a year. It occurred February 8, 2021, but mistakenly thought to be the same. Nonetheless, the secret code puzzle is very tedious, as you can see in the video. It does not work anymore, but there is this record detailing how. But yes, it is a cameo of Choji, most likely as a preview for the April Fool's update coming next year. There we have it. I created the typical colors to Iceberg chart and the Iceberg Explained video. Is it worth it? I do not know, but I did try my best with as much as I have with free time and my editing skills. There is a reason why ROBLOX shorts are more convenient, posted in my channel, more than that of full-length videos. What do you think? Did I do well? Comment your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you would like, and it would inspire me. In conclusion, I am very tired. Although, as for the moment, farewell everyone and have